Hello, spiritual travelers. Welcome back to my channel. This is Mystic Owl. Today we have another Pickacard reading, but it's a little bit different than usual. This time I have 16 small groups. This Pickacard will be about the current major life lesson that you're experiencing. So I've chosen 16 of the 25 Major Arcana cards from the 5 Centauri deck. The creator has put in an extra 4 cards at the end, some extra lessons and stories. I don't know what they are, but we'll find out as we go. We're going to get some further messages from the Dragon Oracle cards and some further tarot cards too. So we have 16 piles. We've got A, B, C, D, E, F, etc., all the way through to to letter P, I should say. So use your intuition. You feel free to pick more than one. You might be experiencing more than one lesson at the moment. The timestamps will be in the description box below, as per usual. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And let's start with letter A. Hello, Group A. Let's find out what major life lesson you're experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the Universe card, number 24. Infinite growth, evolution, possibilities. Ooh, that's pretty amazing. So this is one of the 4 Major Arcana cards the creator of the 5 Centauri deck has included as some extra lessons and experiences in life. So I'm sensing you're in a period of rapid growth, basically, where you're starting to believe that you have the ability to do whatever you want in life. And things are just starting to fall into place for you. So it seems like you're in a beautiful place right now where you're sort of going with the flow, allowing the universe to give you some guidance and just believing in yourself and whatever you can achieve. And your Oracle card. There it is. You have Earth Dragon. Clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. Okay, those 2 cards are reading the same thing. That you're in a place where things are falling into place for you. Any issues or habits, bad habits or addictions that you've had in the past, you sort of let go and you've done a lot of inner work. And it's just time for you to really reap the rewards of those efforts and to trust in the universe and yourself, and just go with the flow, see what happens. I think if you have something that you want to achieve, it's time for you to start working towards it, but to also just take direction from the universe. Follow your instincts and any signs and synchronicities that you get, and just see where the universe takes you on your path. Let's get some further clarification with some tarot cards. Universe, please provide some further information for pile A, who are in a state of rapid growth and harmony with the universe at the moment. First card that we have for you, Group A, is the 7 of Cups in reverse. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. And we have the 4 of Wands also in reverse. Okay, yeah, Group A, I'm sensing from those cards and from your Oracle card and your Major Arcana card, the Universe, that it's time for you to really just stop pushing now. I think you've done the hard work, and it's time to sort of trust in the information that is being downloaded to you from the universe. So instead of stressing and worrying about what the next step is, I see that you've probably thought you had a lot of choices and decisions to make, but you've been through the hard work. It's time now to just sort of take a step back. All of these cards are in reverse, so I think it's basically time to receive instead of pushing forward. I am also sensing you've got 2 sevens there, which is a highly spiritual number, which is basically about guidance from the universe. I do see a group that really is in tune with your spirit guides and the universe. Probably very spiritually based group also. So just relax, let go of forcing any situation that you're in. And I think that you already have done the hard work. It's time just to have faith and to trust in your abilities and to know what's coming to you. That's all I have for you, Group A. Let's move on to Pile B. Welcome, Pile B. Let's find out what major life lesson you're currently experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the Unknown card. Okay, fascinating. So this is another one of the new 4 additional Major Arcana cards that the creator of the 5 Centauri deck has included. It says divine faith, openness, and curiosity. Let's get an oracle card for you. Here it is. Crystal Yellow Dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. That's amazing. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the highest spiritual path. Okay. Wow. So the first 2 groups, A and B, are very highly attuned to the universe and their spirit guides. I'm sensing with you, Group B, that you have a lot of faith in yourself and the universe, your spirit guides. You do receive a lot of messages from your spirit guides, and you're probably very spiritual. I think you probably meditate quite regularly, and you're very sort of dogmatic and disciplined in your spiritual beliefs and practices. I am sensing that you're currently in a place where you're not sure what your next move is, whether it be on a project or in a relationship or just in life in general. It's not so much that you're lost, but you're just not sure which path to take. But the universe is basically telling you that that's okay, and that you don't need to know all the answers. And that now is the time for you to just trust and to continue on your path, really, in terms of actually just learning more information. If you are studying anything spiritually based, or you are undertaking any kind of higher learning, just to continue with that, to expand your knowledge base, and the answers will come when when it's divinely orchestrated, basically. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. I am sensing that, yes, it's time for you just to continue to meditate and to have faith in your path, basically. Let's find out. Let's get some further insight and wisdom from your tarot cards. Universe, please provide some further insight for Group B. What do they need to know on their current journey in life? First card you have, Group B, is the 10 of Wands. Sorry, 9 of Wands. You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And you have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay. I do sense, Pile B, that you've been going back and forth about maybe how to overcome a financial problem. Either that, or maybe there's been some issues with your family. You've been having some arguments and some fights. There's some problems on the home front, maybe. But I think it's time for you just to continue to have faith in the universe and your mission in life, and your path in life, I should say. Just keep working, basically, and the answers will come to you. I think it might be time to continue to work on expanding your crown chakra, either through meditation, maybe some guided meditation on YouTube about opening up your crown chakra potentially, just to allow, I guess, a clear, open path to your spirit guides and messages to come through in order to overcome whatever issue or burdens you've been having on the home front. But I do sense that you're a very strong individual that has a lot of faith in the divine. So I do see you overcoming this very soon. Basically, your lesson is to just to surrender, to continue to surrender, and to continue to keep being disciplined on your spiritual path. That's all I have for you, Group B. Let's move on to Group letter C. Welcome, Group C. Let's find out what current major life lesson you are facing by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the Chariot card. Awesome. Determination, willpower, and control. Okay, there's something that you're either trying to overcome or something that you are trying to achieve in life. Let's find out what that may be by getting an oracle card. Universe, please provide an oracle card for Group C. Okay. You have Archangel Gabriel's dragon. Lovely. Oh my god. Brings purification. Can you read that down below? Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. Ooh. Self-discipline and willpower. Ascension and joy. I have a feeling that you have you've been doing a lot of inner work, Group C. And that willpower, self-discipline is the way to overcome whatever challenge that you have in life. I think you know that you've needed to really change some habits for the better. Things aren't working out for you. And I commend you on that. You've been doing a lot of inner work, and the way to move forward is just to continue with what you're doing, to really believe in your inner strength and your ability to overcome whatever challenge it is. And to know that you are protected and watched over by your angels. I think Archangel Gabriel is here to assist you on your journey and to assist you to really get past this hurdle and to be the best version of yourself. Let's find out what further insight the universe is going to provide you with your tarot cards. Dear universe, please provide further insight and wisdom for Group 3. For Group C. How can they overcome this challenge in life? Your first tarot card is the Ten of Wands. Okay, yes, there's a burden, something that's been holding you back. It's really been weighing you down. It's been causing a lot of stress and anxiety. It's time to let that go, but how can we do that? You have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I'm sensing it's time for you. So the messages I'm getting there for you, Group C, with the Queen of Pentacles, it's time for you to really start being kinder to yourself, to start showing yourself some self-love, self-care, to treat yourself, really. I think maybe it's time to take a break from whatever burdens have been keeping you down in life. So the cards are saying that you need to employ some willpower and discipline and self-belief. But I think the Queen of Pentacles is really indicating that it's time for you to start treating yourself kinder. Basically, watch the words that you say to yourself. Maybe start with some affirmations in the morning to put yourself in a positive place. Have a hot bath at night, a hot salt bath to sort of just to treat yourself. Maybe go for a walk on the beach or take a holiday. And with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here, I think also it's time to really reach out and to accept help from others. I have a feeling that this is a really strong, trying time for you, and it's a really challenging habit or addiction or trial that you're going through that is not just something that you can just sort of click your fingers and overcome. It's going to take a lot of time, willpower, but also it's time to reach out and get some help from other people. So your friends, your family, maybe get some counseling if it's a real serious issue. But just know that if you treat yourself kindly, accept help from other people, and keep at it, keep doing the work, that you will get through this, that you are guided and protected by your angels and the spirit guides. And that this challenge will only make you stronger. I think when you look back on it, you'll see how strong you are and what you went through. So just remember that you're experiencing this for a reason, and it's really just to see how strong you are and what you can achieve when you really, buckle down and do the work. That's what I have for you, Group C. I hope you get through it soon. Let's move on to Pile D. Hello, Group D. Let's find out what major life lesson you're experiencing right now by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the Justice card. Nice. I love it. Cause and effect. And it also says truth and fairness. You're in a place of balancing things out a little bit and working out what you believe in, I think. Let's get some further information by getting an oracle card. Dear Universe, please provide an oracle card for Group D. What truths are they trying to work on and find out currently? There it is. You have the Omega Dragon, or Omega Dragon. Harness the divine feminine power of creation. Intention, hold your vision. Birth the higher consciousness. Okay. Group D, I sense that you're in a place of just questioning your own beliefs and the beliefs of the people around you. I think whether you're religious or not, you're coming into a place now in life where you're starting to question what serves you and what doesn't. Just about what you want to, what you believe in, really. Based on your experiences, I sense that something has triggered you to start questioning your own reality, spirituality, I think, also. And to really find your own path and your own belief system, and to let go of maybe those beliefs that haven't served you in the past or that just won't serve your future. I sense the start of what I would consider a spiritual awakening here. Also with the card of Justice, I sense that you're really trying to just be a better person and to stick to your values, work out what your values are, and to really be dedicated to your values so that you can be the best version of yourself. It does say also intention to hold your vision. So I think that you're starting to really develop a core belief system, and now you're in a place of just sort of employing that in your day-to-day life. Let's get some further wisdom and insight from the universe, from the Commonplace Tarot deck. Dear Universe, please provide some further insight for Group D about their current situation. First card we have for you, Group D, is the Devil card. Wow, you have the Emperor. Awesome. And you have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Wow, that's 3 Major Arcana in your reading. That's this is a very challenging time for you, I think. But I am sensing that you're really starting to draw upon your inner strength to overcome some poor habits in the past. I think you've learnt from some things that you've done or some experiences that you've had in the past, and are starting to realize that they were for your greater good, and that now they're really directing you on another path. You're changing your habits and your ways so that you can be a better version of yourself, and to really come out of this Five of Pentacles energy, which is about lack and not being able to see the help that's around you because you're so stuck in your own mind, thinking that you're not achieving anything or that you're not getting anywhere in life. But I really do see a group that are really starting to learn from some things that you've done in the past, or some experiences you've had, and realizing that it was all for the best for you. And now it's allowed you to really work out what is important to you, what is most important in life, and to be the stronger and better version of yourself. I sense that you're in a place of being really disciplined now, and really working to overcome those challenges, or to make amends for the things that you've done. And I think it's a really beautiful thing. So I wish you well on your journey, Group D. I hope this sheds some light on your current situation. Let's move on to Group E. Hello, Group E. Let's find out what major life lesson you're currently experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the Beyond card, which is one of the 4 new, additional Major Arcana cards the creator of the 5 Centauri deck has included in the deck, just to provide some further lessons or insight, basically, on the journey of life. So it says here, the soul, higher being, belief. Okay, beautiful. So Group E, are you you're in a place of really starting to become quite disciplined on your spiritual path, I sense, or to start to search for your higher purpose. I think that maybe you're in a place where you're really starting to work out why you're here and what life is all about, to determine what your life purpose is, maybe your life mission. And to start really believing in yourself and the divine, that you're guided. Let's get some further insight and wisdom from your oracle cards. Universe, please provide a message for Group E. One more. Oh, there it is, just there. Air Dragon. Helps you to rise above earthly matters, communicates honestly, brings inspiration and hope, sees life from a higher perspective. There you go. Higher being and a higher perspective. Right. Yeah, Group E. Wow, you're a very attuned spiritual being that I sense has been through a spiritual awakening recently also, like Group C, I think. And you're starting to really question reality and what your purpose in life is, to really be the best version of yourself, and to to try and honor humanity somehow, I think, with communicates honestly, brings inspiration and hope. I sense that you're discovering your life path and your life purpose, and it's really about being the best version of yourself and treating people fairly with respect and being honest and true, both to yourself and to the people around you. Let's get some further insight and wisdom from the Commonplace Tarot deck. Universe, please provide some further insight for Group E. What do they need to know in this current situation? I sense they're going through a spiritual awakening. One more. There's one more. Your first card is the Five of Pentacles. The next is the Three of Wands. And you have the Death card. Okay. Yes, right. Sorry about that, Group E. Okay, Group E, I sense that you're overcoming some previous burdens and challenges, and now starting to look at life from a higher perspective, with the man here, the Aquarian, standing at the top of the hill, looking out over the horizon. You're starting to see that the challenges that you've had were only there to make you stronger. And I think you're probably also realizing that the way that you used to be just wasn't working for you, basically. And you've been through a major transition, I think, or you're currently going through a major transition, but you're coming out of it and starting to be the real authentic version of yourself, that is kind, compassionate, that treats yourself and others with respect and honesty. And you're not looking at life from this lacking perspective anymore. The experiences that you've had, I think, have molded you into this person that is really compassionate and empathetic to people around you. And I sense that you're really coming into a place of just joy and inspiration. I'd really love to know what you've been through, Pile E. It sounds like a very interesting experience. I'd love for you to leave a message and let me know. I hope that resonated with you. Let's move on to Pile F. Welcome, Pile F. Let's find out what current major life lesson you're experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the Emperor. Lovely card. I love this card. Authority, fatherly, rigidity, and power. Okay, you're learning self-discipline and to be a leader, to take control of your life, I sense. Let's get further insight with an oracle card. Universe, please provide an oracle card for Group F. Oop, it's too many. There we go. Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. Protects you in times of change. A time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. Interesting. So firstly, you're clearly protected at this time, Pile F. And it's time for you to just trust and believe that whatever you are working on and trying to change in your life, that you are protected and that you will get through it. I do sense that you're overcoming some sort of major burden, some sort of issue previously, or just learning to really be a bit more rigid in following certain routines in life and protocols, basically, to start really buckling down and to follow certain routines in terms of overcoming challenges, maybe. Or just to get through something. If maybe you're studying at university and it's about, you know, ensuring that your study patterns are the most efficient, getting enough sleep, eating well, setting time aside for study, setting time aside to relax. It could be about overcoming challenges at work, or you know, working out a work-life balance in terms of spending time with family and getting your work done. I think it's time you're in a place of really having to be strong-willed, disciplined, in order to overcome something that is quite stressful, I sense. But just remember that you are protected and your spirit guides are guiding you on your journey. Let's get some further insight and wisdom from the Commonplace Tarot deck. Dear Universe, please provide some further insight and wisdom for Pile F. What current challenge are they overcoming? First card for you. Pile F is the Tower card, which I just think is effing amazing. So you've got Thor's Red, Black, and Gold Dragon, which talks about a rapid transition and transformation, which is the Tower card. In general, the Tower card is all about a sudden, massive change in life that is unexpected. Interesting. I'm getting shivers, actually. You have the Six of Cups in reverse. And you have the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, I say that I think this is about your belief system, really. It's about letting go of those things from your childhood or your past that have made you believe that you're smaller than you are. And changing the way that you talk and believe in yourself. You got the King of Swords here in reverse, which is essentially indicating to me that your thought patterns aren't always the most efficient or kind, basically. And I think it's based on experiences that you've had in your past. But I think now you're in a place of really working to let go of those things. You're doing a lot of inner work, I think. And I think the Tower card is about a rapid change in terms of personal growth. You're really starting to let go of those beliefs that aren't serving you anymore. And I think you're doing quite a good job too. It hasn't been easy. The Tower card and Thor's Red, Black, and Gold Dragon indicate that it's been a really tumultuous and challenging time for you. But I do sense that you're actually coming out of it now and starting to see that with hard work and discipline and just correcting those negative thoughts when they pop into your head and starting to believe in yourself that that you're a very powerful individual and that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. Whatever it was that hurt you in the past doesn't serve you anymore. It doesn't. It's not who you are. And I think you're starting to realize that your past doesn't dictate your future. I hope that resonates with you, Pile F. If it did, I'd love for you to leave a comment. Let's move on to Pile G. Welcome, Pile G. Let's find out what major life lesson you're currently experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the Hermit card. Soul searching, self-discovery, alone time. I think that speaks for itself, but let's get some insight and wisdom on this situation with an oracle card. Dear universe, what card goes with the Hermit card for pile G? Why do they need some alone time? There we are. You have the Orange Dragon. Bring soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. It's interesting, pile G. They're two very conflicting messages, I think. I am sensing that you're taking some time out on your own to work out what is most important to you. So that may be time away from work or from your family and friends, just working out who you are and what your priorities are in life, and where you want to head on your journey. But I think the message that I am getting is that the soul searching that you're doing, the time that you're spending on your own, the internal work that you're doing, will allow you to realize that basically you just want to be able to help others and to share your wealth, your wisdom, your knowledge, your kindness and compassion with the people around you. So this time that you're spending on your own, or the work that you're doing internally, I think is developing your compassion and your just allowing you to find your authenticity and being able to share that with the people around you. Let's get some further messages and insight from the Commonplace Tarot. Dear Universe, please provide some further messages for Group G. How is this alone time and the soul searching aiding them on their current journey in life? The Hermit is a very wise individual also, so I sense that the time that you're spending on your own is allowing you to really sort of delve into the subconscious and bring back a lot of inner wisdom and knowledge that you're able to then provide to others. I sense that you're a very compassionate and caring individual that often people rely on you to be the rock and to help them through troubling times. But right now you just need some alone time also to regenerate and to... So you've got here the Four of Cups, basically, to regenerate, to fill your cup again so that you can continue to assist and help others. You have the Six of Swords. Just going to grab one more card too. Your final card is the Sun card. That's a lovely card. Beautiful. Yeah, you're on a path to really working out who you are and what brings you joy and passion in life. With the Four of Cups, I see that you really have taken some time to think and contemplate about your past, working out what your priorities are and what matters to you as a person. So not so much following someone else's path or following the path that you feel you've been pushed down in life. You're working out what matters to you, and I think you're on your journey to calmer waters, basically, and to really finding out who you are as a person and how you can bring joy and inspiration to the people around you. So you're on a bit of a mission at the moment to just prioritize within yourself. But at the end of this journey, I do see you being a much happier, brighter person that can assist and aid others and bring communities together. So keep up the good work, Pile G. I see this being a beautiful time in life where you're starting to work out what is most important to you. I hope that resonated. If it did, please leave a comment down below. Let's move on to Pile H. Welcome, Group H. Let's find out what major life lesson you're currently experiencing on your journey by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the Empress card, motherhood, nature, nurture. Okay, you're birthing something. You're you're learning to care for something in life, whether that be a project, for some children, a relationship. You're giving compassion and kindness to, and your dedication and attention to a certain situation. But let's find out what that may be by getting a message from the Oracle cards. Dear Universe, please provide an Oracle card for pile H. Oop. Okay. You have the Black Dragon from Saturn. Brings your wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on the ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed a test. Interesting. Okay, pile H. I sense that you're the thing that you've I'm just going to move that light so it's out of the way. I sense the thing that you're actually birthing or nurturing is your own spirituality, basically. Your own beliefs and some new information. You're really starting to take some more time to yourself to develop your own gifts and your own spiritual discipline. Maybe you've started meditating a lot recently, or just started to question certain belief systems that haven't been working for you, and now you're spending a lot more of your time working on yourself. I think you're doing a lot of inner soul searching also, and just sort of being kinder to yourself and working out what is a priority to you and what you believe in, basically. It says that you've passed a test too, so in your past you must have dedicated a lot of time to overcoming some sort of challenge or habit or problem, but it seems now that you're free of this situation, and whatever you've been through has made you a stronger individual, and now you're in a place of really sort of caring for yourself, and you're coming from a place of knowing what you can achieve and how strong you are, and dedicating more time to yourself and to what you believe in, and not sort of allowing others to influence your own belief system. Let's get some further messages and insight from the Commonplace Tarot deck on your current situation. Dear Universe, please provide some further insight for pile H. What situation have they been through? What have they overcome in life? What test have they passed? Oop. Shuffling's not the greatest today. First card you have is the... it's the Six of Wands in reverse. You have the Ten of Wands. And you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Right, Group H. I sense that you needed help, and some major help, I think, from somebody else. You had to walk away from something that was quite hard for you to let go of. I think that you've probably put a lot of work and effort into a project or to a situation, and it didn't really work out the way that you had planned. And it was really trying on you, like it's caused you a bit of grief, I sense, but you had to ask for help from other people, and because of it, you've managed to overcome this problem. I think you've let go of the grief that this situation has caused you, and you're no longer stuck in this place of not moving forward anymore. You've overcome this challenge. It may have caused you a lot of pain and heartache, but now you're in a place of just being nurturing and kind. You're not being so hard on yourself anymore. You're starting to be kinder to yourself, and because of it, you have a lot more sort of faith in your own abilities, and it's really allowed you to question who you are and what is important to you. And I sense that you realize that family and friends and seeking help is in troubling times was actually the right thing for you to do. So yeah, I think you're birthing a new sort of era in terms of your moving forward in life, and just letting go of that perceived failure, let's say. It may not necessarily have been a failure, but in your head, I think it wasn't successful, but you've managed to put that aside now, and you're starting to be kinder to yourself and realizing that you can still continue on in life despite that challenge. So I think you've really overcome a really tough lesson, and I think that's highly commendable. Let me know if that resonated. Let's move on to pile I. Welcome, Group I. Let's find out what major life lesson you are currently learning by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have Temperance. Patience, balance, and purpose. So you're currently in a place of learning to wait, basically. There's something that you are hoping to achieve, or you're waiting to come in your life, but the universe is teaching you a lesson of just allowing it to come to you, maybe trying not to force the situation so much, and to be in a place of receiving as opposed to pushing forward. Or just balancing your emotions also, to not get so upset about certain situations, potentially. You do have a butterfly there also on top of the turtle, so it could be a transitional phase for you. It's maybe a period where things are changing in your life, but it might be taking a little bit longer, I sense, than you had hoped or imagined. And yeah, I guess you're learning to just sort of wait and have divine patience, basically. Let's get some further insight from the universe, from the oracle cards. Universe, please provide an oracle card for pile I. There we go. You have the air and fire dragon. It's quite hard to read. Expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate with passion. Okay, there we go. Pile I. You're currently in a place of trying to create something, aren't you? Whether it be a passion project, or maybe you've started a new business, or you've started a new project. It could be going to the gym, or starting to diet, or you're learning a new trade or something, like tarot, for example, or learning to play some sort of new challenging game or something like that. You're investing your time in something creative. And I think maybe right now you're not quite seeing the rewards from the time and effort that you've put in. But the universe is indicating that it will come to you. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Just remember to continue to be passionate about it. I think sometimes these things take a lot longer than we anticipate. And but if you continue to see it as something that you're doing for yourself and not for others, then it's not really, it doesn't matter how long it takes, does it? Like if you're doing this because you enjoy it and because you're thoroughly enjoying learning something new, or that you're it's something that is bringing you joy, then keep at it and you will be successful, because that joy will start to sort of emanate to other people and sort of spread through the work that you're doing, and people will pick up on that energy, and yeah, I think it'll be successful. Let's get some further insight and wisdom from the universe, from the Commonplace Tarot deck. Dear universe, please provide some further insight on this creative passion and projects that Pile I are investing their time in. There's your first card there. You have the Emperor. Okay. Just knock the camera, sorry. The next card. Let's cut the deck. Your next card is the Six of Wands. Awesome. And your final card is the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, beautiful. That's a beautiful reading. So you have the Emperor, which is a card of discipline and authority, taking control of a situation, basically, being disciplined and continuing on your path despite any challenges or hurdles that you have, really believing in yourself that you can achieve anything. The Emperor is like the leader that just believes that anything is possible and takes control of any situation. You've also then got the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory and success, basically. And your final card is the Ten of Wands in reverse, which means that your burdens are you're overcoming this burden. So I sense that you've had to wait to actually see the results from some effort that you've put into a project or a situation, and maybe it's been causing you a little bit of frustration. But just keep at it, keep working at it, and remember to enjoy the process, because you've got the card of success and recognition here. So your future is looking great if you just remember to see it as something that you're passionate about. I think this is a beautiful reading, Pile I. I hope it resonated. If it did, please let me know in the comment section. And let's move on to Pile J. Hello, Pile J. Let's find out what your current lesson in life is by looking at your Major Arcana card. Okay, you have the Lover's card. Lovely. Relationships, commitment, crossroads. Okay, you're learning the lesson of commitment, whether that be in a relationship or to a project, to a partnership of some kind, to yourself in some ways, learning to commit to certain routines or to a certain thought pattern or belief that you have. Let's get some more clarity on that by getting an oracle card. Dear universe, please provide an oracle card for Pile J. What lesson of commitment are they actually currently learning? The Orange Dragon, which came out in Pile, I think it might have been Pile G or H. Orange Dragon brings soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. Okay. So you're learning to commit to, it could be a relationship. It could actually be a new partner. Potentially you've met someone recently, and I'm just going to move that light seems to not be in the best position right now. You've met a new partner, someone new, and you're learning to sort of commit to them. It could be a love situation, a new blossoming relationship, which is beautiful. But I have a feeling it's probably just commitment to really commitment to a greater cause than yourself. I think you're either it be a family situation, you're learning to support and raise a family, or to help others in need, or a partnership of some kind, whether it be work or a friendship or something. You're learning to actually dedicate and spend your time helping others out. And the Lover's card also being the card of giving and taking. I mean, a relationship requires both parties to sort of give in an equal amount of energy and receive energy back, right? So I think you're learning to rely on others too. This is a time where you're actually getting out and meeting new people, and just having fun with life, and just giving and receiving, I sense. I'm just going to get some more clarity on that by getting some messages from the Commonplace Tarot deck. Dear Universe, please provide some further insight for Pile J on their current relationship or commitment. It does say they're bringing people everywhere together. So I sense you're in a place right now, Pile J, where you're actually just thoroughly enjoying helping people, giving a lot of yourself to others, and learning to be a kinder and more compassionate individual, which I think is a lovely thing. There's your first card. Your first card, would you believe, is the Two of Cups that jumped out of the deck. I just love it when the universe sends synchronicities like that. So that's clearly indicating some sort of partnership, whether it be a love relationship, a work partnership, or a friendship. Something is blossoming here. You're growing and spending time investing in a relationship. Your next card is the Page of Cups in reverse. And you have the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, I think I'm sensing Pile J that you're maybe it's been a little bit hard for you to commit to this relationship in the past. It's been a little bit of a challenge, I sense. Maybe you weren't entirely sure if it was for you, or you may have just had a little bit of commitment anxiety, in terms of just losing your freedom, maybe, or there's a little bit of fear that whatever it is that you're committing to, this partnership, wouldn't turn out for the best. So you haven't invested all of your energy in the past. But I think I'm really getting a strong sense now that you're actually starting to come out of that period. You're not really getting in your head so much, and you're just starting to see it for what it is, which is just a beautiful experience in life. Whether it is for the long haul or not, it doesn't really matter. I think you're starting to be in the moment in this partnership and this relationship, and allowing it to be the best it can possibly be right now. Which I think is a lovely experience. I think you're just learning to let go of your inhibitions a little bit and be a little bit more free and loving and caring, and giving the best side of yourself to this relationship. So I hope it works out for you. It's a beautiful reading. I'd love to know if that's your current situation. Let me know if it is in the comment section below. And let's move on to Pile K. Welcome, Group K. Let's find out what current major life lesson you're experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. Ooh, nice. You have the Sun card. Lovely. happiness, joy, and optimism. That's beautiful. Clearly you're in a place of happiness right now. Things are working out for you. Either that or you're just starting to accept and embrace who you are, and just to roll with the punches in life, and to not get so caught up on all of the smaller details. I think you're just sort of enjoying the journey, which is beautiful. Let's get some further insight from the oracle cards for you. Dear universe, please provide a card for pile K to go with the sun card. Oop. Oh, there's your card there. You have the silver lunar dragon. Bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. So the causal chakra is the chakra just above the crown chakra, which is essentially a connection to the divine. It says that come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. I sense that you've been doing that already, pile K. That you're really starting to... You're just in a place of enjoying life, and you're starting to like share your happiness and joy with the people around you. And maybe you've done a lot of inner work, and you've worked on your shadow side and sort of started to embrace and integrate that and to accept those aspects as part of you. And they're not like, they're not bringing you down anymore. I sense that you've just come to a place of just knowing who you are, basically, and you're happy showing who you are to the world too, to the people around you, and they can see and sense and feel that joyful energy just emanating from you, and it's really sort of uplifting the people around you also, I sense. I'm going to get some further insight from the universe with the Commonplace Tarot deck. Let's get some further information. Dear universe, please provide some further insight for pile K. Why are they so happy? What have they overcome in life? What work have they done to get to a place where they're happy just being who they are and showing the world who they are? There's your first card. The King of Cups in reverse. Your next card. The Hierophant. Okay, yeah, I can see where this is going. There's your final card just there. And you have the Star card in reverse. It's interesting. Wow. So that's 3 Major Arcana cards, and I sense that the King of Cups was who you used to be. You were just desperately unhappy, I sense, at some point in your life, or some situation caused you unhappiness. There wasn't sort of emotional balance in your life. You allowed the smaller things that didn't work out to really cause you a lot of agony and pain, I sense. But I think you've done a lot of inner work. You have employed the discipline of the Hierophant and done a lot of inner shadow work. You've maybe just tried not to be so negative anymore. Maybe you sought help from a counselor or from some sort of group that allowed you to overcome these challenges. And now you're very disciplined in terms of how you treat yourself and the things that you say to yourself. And even though the Star card is in reverse, I'd see that as in you were able to overcome that challenge and really start to live from a place of divinity and joy by just treating yourself better and by doing a lot of inner shadow work, whether that be daily meditations or writing down a list of things that you felt were your weaknesses and learning how to strengthen them a little bit or to negate them so they didn't have so much power over you. Just being brutally honest with the things that were holding you back in life and starting to accept them and to turn them around. And now you're really in a place of, well, you've got the Sun card and the Star card in a place of really just divine freedom, I think. It's a beautiful reading. I think that you've... this is like I just saw 555 as I was saying that on the clock too, that you've managed to transition and change and turn your life around. I think that you have a lot to show others on how to overcome challenges and to really accept who you are fully, being the good and bad aspects of who you are. Yeah, this is a beautiful reading, Pile K. I'd love to know what the challenges were that you overcame. So if you could leave a comment, that would be lovely. Thank you. Let's move on to Pile L. Welcome, Group L. Let's find out what current life lesson you're experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the Hierophant. Wisdom, morality, and beliefs. So I see the Hierophant generally as like someone that is learning to be a bit more disciplined or strict in terms of their routine and their spiritual practices or whatever it is that they're sort of spending their time on. You're learning to be a lot more disciplined in your own sort of structure, basically. It also says beliefs and morality. So I think you're just sort of learning to be a kinder, more compassionate being and working out what sort of is most important to you. But let's get some further insight on that by getting an oracle card. Dear Universe, please provide an oracle card for Pile L. Whoa, okay. That just threw itself out. There we go. Thor's red, black, and gold dragon protects you in times of change. A time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax. You are safe. Okay. All right, this is actually similar to the group before. This is similar to Group K in terms of you're learning who you are, I think, Pile L. You're really starting to become your authentic self, and you're really tapped into sort of higher wisdom from your soul in terms of who you are, what you've been through in previous lifetimes, I suspect too, if you believe in reincarnation. But I sense that you're tapping into some deeper wisdom about who you are and why you're here, and starting to integrate those aspects of yourself. I also sense that you've probably done a lot of inner work too, like Pile K. You've had to really be to face your demons, I sense, and now you're starting to really be a bit more disciplined in terms of being able to control the things that may not have been serving you the best in your past. It does say relax, you are safe. I sense that you're being heavily protected at this time because you're in a place of really changing a lot of habits and your belief systems. It's a massive transition in your life, I think, that isn't necessarily easy. So just be kind to yourself and give yourself some time to overcome these challenges. It's not something that can happen overnight. Basically, it takes a long time to really become disciplined and to do the things that you know you need to do, and you've not always been that disciplined in the past. But let's get some further insight and wisdom for you, Pile L, from the Commonplace Tarot deck. Dear Universe, please provide some further insight for Pile L. What challenges have they overcome? One more. First card for you, Pile L, is the Seven of Swords. There you go. Okay. So leaving that energy of mistrust, basically, or trickery. You have the Five of Swords in reverse. Yes, accepting that you can't always be the victor in any situation. And wow, you have the Three of Swords in reverse. So that's 3 swords cards. Okay, yeah, right. I see here, Pile L, that you haven't always been the most honest with yourself or the people around you. And it's really been causing you some grief and heartache. I think that you've yeah, not to say that you've been dishonest, but maybe you just haven't allowed, you haven't acknowledged some certain truths in your life, basically. But I sense now you're starting to accept that there's things in life that you need to face because it's just causing you too much pain. When you deny certain aspects of yourself for so long, those lessons get stronger and stronger and harder, I sense, until you're just forced to change your behaviors and to accept certain things in life. I think there's some aspects of yourself that you were in denial about that you didn't particularly like about yourself, but with the Seven of Swords here, it kind of looks to me like this woman is looking in a mirror and seeing her reflection, and she's having to face those aspects of herself that she was in denial of. Like, she's now facing her inner demons, basically. And I sense that you're coming to a place where you're not sort of choosing to ignore those belief systems or things that have been causing you anxiety. And you're working on yourself. Like the Hierophant, you're becoming a lot more disciplined in accepting and being honest with yourself about who you are and the way you've been living in the past. And I think that you're really starting to overcome some real mistruths, let's say, about the things that you've done in the past or the way that you were living. And it's only for the better, really. Like, it does say this is a rapid transition and time of transformation. So I sense that if you continue to do the inner work, that you'll start to see amazing benefits and start to really enjoy life again and to really be a lot more kinder and compassionate towards yourself, and just things will start to fall into place for you. Things won't be so challenging anymore because you'll start to face your inner demons. So I think that's an amazing reading. Just keep up the hard work, basically. And let's move on to Pile M. Welcome, Group M. Let's find out what current major lesson in life you're experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. Ooh, lovely. You have the High Priestess. Awesome. I love this card. Inner voice, subconscious, intuition. I love the owl with the piercing eyes, seeing everything. Okay. Group M, you're in a place of starting to listen to your inner voice and to trust your intuition. I think that you're probably receiving a lot of downloads from the universe and seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities, but not only that, you're starting to understand and tap into that higher knowledge and understand what they mean, and to really trust those messages that you're receiving from the universe, I sense, which is a beautiful thing. I think that you're in a place of just believing in yourself and the messages that you're receiving, and knowing to follow through with the signs that you're being, or the direction that you've been given. Let's get some further insight on your current situation by getting an oracle card. Dear Universe, please provide an oracle card for Pile M with the High Priestess. Why are you sending them signs and synchronicities? What knowledge are they tapping into? There's your card there. You have Air and Fire Dragon. Expand your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. Okay, Pile M, the universe is leading you to really follow your passion in life, I sense. There's something that you started or that you wish to start or that you've been working on. Just going to get rid of that light, it's a bit bright. And yeah, the universe is basically sending you information on how to continue on that path. I think you're really being directed and guided to follow your passion, basically. So if you started a new project or are learning something new or are just passionate about something that you've always been putting off in the past, I think it's time now to trust your gut instincts and your intuition and to really follow down, to go down that path and just to believe that you'll be guided and protected on that journey. It does also mention excitement and enthusiasm. So just remember that if you do follow your intuition and the signs that you are being given by the universe, that it will lead you to a place of just joy and feeling happy and wanting to continue, basically. So I think this is a beautiful reading. Let's get some further insight and wisdom from the universe with the Commonplace Tarot deck. Dear universe, please provide some further cards for Pile M about their creative passion and their new path in life. So with the Air and Fire Dragon, I see a lot of orange in that card, which is your Seiko Shaka, basically feminine energy in terms of receiving. So receiving messages from the universe, but also creativity in terms of birthing something and starting something new. So this is a beautiful time of just feeling alive, basically, for you, Pile M. There's your first card there. Your first card is the Six of Cups, which is basically the card of living from a childlike state in terms of seeing each moment and enjoying the moment and seeing the joy in each moment, basically. Your next card is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And your final tarot card is the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, I think Pile M, that you may be a little concerned that if you go down this path, you won't be able to. There's something that you're worried about, whether it will be successful, maybe, or whether it will actually be able to provide for your needs in terms of paying the bills, your mortgage, rent, looking after your family. If you have children, it could be an indication that you're concerned that you won't be able to support them properly if you do follow through with this. But just know that you are protected, and the universe is saying that if you actually do this, if you follow this path, and come from a place of just joy and live in the moment, and allow that passion and creativity and inspiration to sort of take over everything that you're doing and to emanate to the people around you, that you will have success with this because you are being guided. Just trust in your intuition. I do see a lot of feminine energy in this reading, and just know that tap into that feminine energy, nurture this project, and follow that intuition that is guiding you down this path. And I do see that you'll be quite successful. I don't think you need to really be worried about whether this will be successful or that it will be able to provide for your needs. I think the universe is saying we'll look after that. Basically, you do the hard work in terms of starting this and actually trusting in us, and we'll look after you. Yeah, go for it. I think whatever it is, just give it a go and just trust that the universe has your back, basically. That's all I have for you, Pile M. Let's move on to Pile N. Welcome, Pile N. Let's find out what major life lesson you're currently experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. Ooh, you have the Hanged Man. Look at that purple. I love that color up here. Perspective. Letting go. Pause. Sacrifice. Okay. So something has happened recently that has made you have to stop and pause in life. I'm actually recording this in sort of the end of March 2020, which is kind of the height of the coronavirus pandemic, where I think most countries around the world are shutting down their borders and getting their residents to sort of lock down and not leave their homes. So I guess that's a massive pause. It's kind of a forced pause. You're being told to take some time to have another look, to change your perspective on a situation and to see a situation from a different viewpoint, basically. Yeah, there's something that you need to let go of, something that you need to sacrifice or to change up. There's something that's not working for you, or it's time to maybe just reassess and take a different path. But let's find out. Let's get some further insight on that from the universe by getting an oracle card for you. Dear universe, please provide some insight for Pile N. Why are they in this forced pause state? What do they need to change in their life? There's your card just there. Oh, look at that. So, I love that I was just mentioning, for some reason I was drawn to this beautiful violet purple color in the flowers here and the Hanged Man, but you can see it's the same color in this card. I see a lot of purple, indigo, mauve even. Pure white dragon from Orion. Transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. Interesting, your wings of light from the Hanged Man. You've got the bat there with some wings. Okay, it's time for you to change direction, I sense. The universe is guiding you to sort of change direction and to try something new. But I have a feeling it's really about you starting to really follow a divine path. I think that you're called to do something completely different, but it's about ascension and serving the universe in some way. I think you maybe have been fighting the calling a little bit, and I totally understand that, because it's really not an easy path to take, basically. And to let go of things that aren't serving you. So, I mean, I'll talk about my own perspective, but I had some addictions that I needed to let go of, and I know that, and I'm still working on some of them, let's face it, like I still like a good drink here and there. But I had some other things that I really had to stop and reassess and change, like some bad habits, and it took a good 2 or 3 years to get the help that I needed and to really sort of reflect upon the way that I was living. But it was so much, my life is so much better now that I've done it. Because I'm a happier person. I'm not sort of chained to those addictions anymore, or those things that weren't serving me. So I sense, Pile N, that it's time for you to really look at your life and to see what is working for you and what's not, and to really embrace the spiritual path and to start being a lot more disciplined day by day in the things that the universe is calling you to do. And just know that when you actually do start doing that, that it gets easier and your life becomes a lot better because of it. So on that, let's get some further insight and wisdom from the universe with the Commonplace Tarot. Dear universe, please provide some further insight for Pile N. What is it you'd like for them to let go of? What are you calling for them to do? So you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Your next card, pile N, is the 10 of Wands in reverse. Your final card is the Fool card in reverse. Interesting. Yes, right. So you are really struggling or battling to change up some sort of certain behaviors. There's things that you know are not serving you, but it's probably a habit, something that you've been doing for quite a while that you don't want to let go of, because you don't know what life's like without these certain habits or patterns. But it's time for you to sort of bite the bullet, I think, and to be the Queen of Wands in the upright position, to live from a sense of inner power, and to employ some willpower, and to start being a little bit more disciplined in your approach to life and overcoming these battles. So you've got the Fool in reverse, which is an indication that you really are struggling to let go of something, that you're afraid to take that leap. But I do sense that you are strongly protected here. So you've got a lot of deep purple mauve colors in these cards. And it does say here, let your wings and light grow and expand. So the universe is really guiding you on this path, because this is a really challenging and troubling time for you, I think, Pile. And this isn't an easy transition, but I think you'll get through it if you just allow yourself to just take it day by day, really. You don't have to do it all at once, too. Don't think that you need to change these habits all at once. These things take time. It took me a long time to really accept that I needed to change my behaviors, and then to actually start doing the work. But I'm in such a better place because I've done that. So I sense that's what you're being called to, really embrace your path and to let go of things. Please let me know if that resonated. I think I see a lot of power in this group. So just know with the Wands cards here that you have a lot of internal power and passion, and you'll get through this. That's all I have for you, Pile N. Let's move on to Pile O. Welcome, Pile O. Let's find out what current major life lesson you're experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. You're the Moon card. Nice. Subconscious. Intuition. Illusion. The Moon card being the card of mysticism and the subconscious. Something is surfacing that you haven't experienced previously, or some new information from your deep subconscious is surfacing, coming to the surface, so that you can accept it and bring it to light, basically. Either that, or your intuition is really starting to grow. Maybe you're starting to be able to read people a little bit better, or you're just starting to believe in your own gut feelings and intuition, and allowing that to sort of follow and serve you. But let's get some more wisdom and insight from the universe by getting an oracle card. To universe, please provide some further insight and wisdom for Pile O. Okay. Pile O, you have Omega Dragon. Harness the divine feminine power of creation, intention, hold your vision, birth the higher consciousness. Okay, there you go. So I was just talking about some wisdom or insight coming or surfacing from your subconscious, but this is some deep-rooted soul knowledge that I think is resurfacing, something that some lessons that you've learned in previous incarnations, or something that or some information that's been within you that is now starting to come to the surface, so that you can integrate it and use it in your day-to-day life. I sense hold your vision, it says there. So I think that's about you really like believing in your intuition. I think if there's something that you're working on, or if you are, if maybe I sense that potentially you're sort of going against the grain in terms of taking a different path in life that most people are. And maybe if people are telling you can't achieve something, or they're questioning your intentions or the things that you're doing, that you really need to believe in yourself. I think that the cards are indicating that you're in the right, basically, that you're following the right path for you, and that you just need to trust your intuition and know that everything will be okay in the end. On that, let's get some further insight from the universe with the Commonplace Tarot deck. Dear universe, please provide some further insight and wisdom for Pile O. What else do they need to know about this current situation? Your first card, Pile O, is the Tower in reverse. Resistance to change, maybe. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. And you have the Emperor card, which has been coming out a lot in these readings. Interesting. I see a lot of self-doubt here, Pilo. I think you're being guided in terms of there's something that's come to the surface, or some new information or wisdom that you've sort of come into knowing, but you don't really, either you don't want to believe it, or you're in denial about it, or you're just not accepting it at this point in time. Whether this be related to somebody else, maybe you've learned something about someone and you just don't want it to be true, or you're in denial about it, or there's something within your deep subconscious that you're starting to accept, but yeah, you just don't want to believe it at this point. But with the Emperor card, I do sense that it's time for you to embrace it and to start accepting it and to start integrating it into your life, and to be a little bit more disciplined. I also sense that maybe you're a little bit negative sometimes. Maybe negative is not the right word, but I think that you can be a little bit harsh towards yourself if things don't work out the way you had planned. That you don't like not knowing the next step. I think you always want to know where you're going, but you're being forced. I really sense that you're being forced to just embrace life like the Fool, and to accept that you can't always know the next step, and to just trust your intuition and the guidance from the universe that will lead you to the next step. I think this reading is really about you letting go of your ego to some degree, and allowing the wisdom of the universe to come through and guide you. It's time to try and stop forcing things, and to just go with the flow, and to I think maybe you're receiving messages, but you're just saying, no, I want to do this instead. But it's not really working out for you. It's time to allow the messages from the universe to guide you on your path, and to accept and embrace them. And just trust that things will be okay if you allow that to happen. That's all I have for you, Pile O. I hope that resonated. Let's move on to Pile P. Welcome, Group P. Let's find out what current life lesson you're experiencing by looking at your Major Arcana card. You have the World card. Awesome. That's a beautiful card, isn't it? So the card of completion, endings, triumph, and harmony. That's awesome. So something is changing. You're in a bit of a transitional phase. But it's for the best, I think. Either you're coming out of some heartache and pain, or some trials and tribulations in life, or you're just starting to receive the rewards for your hard work in whatever facet you've been working on, whether it be a new project or a relationship, or the investments in a group setting. You're starting to get the rewards from it, and your time is coming, basically. Let's get some further information from the universe about your current situation. Dear universe, please provide an oracle card for pile P related to the world card. What is ending and what is beginning for them? They're finally receiving their dues, but in what facet? Your card, you have the blue dragon from the Pleiades. Nice. Prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. Okay. So I sense for you, Pile P, you've had some grief. Something has happened in your past, probably not too distant past, that has caused you a lot of heartache and pain. And you've really had to do a lot of soul searching to overcome it. Whether it be like a loss of a loved one, or a relationship that broke up, some sort of failure, or something didn't work out the way that you had hoped. You've invested a lot of time and energy and emotions into something that just hasn't turned out for you, unfortunately. But it's just know that time is ending, and you're coming into a place of happiness and harmony, basically. I do sense that you've had to do a lot of hard work to really overcome this. So maybe you've sought counseling, or you've just had to rely on the kindness of others, and to really treat yourself quite kindly and allow yourself time to heal. But I do sense that for you, Pile P, that this is the work that you've done will actually aid you in being able to share that knowledge and guidance towards other people that are going through similar experiences. But let's find out. Let's get some further insight and wisdom from the universe on your current situation and why you've experienced this pain. Dear universe, please provide some further insight and wisdom for Pile P. Why have they gone through this heartache? And what's coming in their future? They've got the world card here, which is all about happiness and harmony. What's coming in for them? Okay. Your first card is the Star card, which flew out of the deck. That was a clear sign from the spirit guides in the universe that, wow, that you are in a divine place of just things falling into place for you. You're coming into a really happy, joyful time because you've followed the advice from your guides. You've done the hard work. You've gone through the pain, and now you're coming into a place of just pure divinity and happiness. Any further cards for Pile P to universe? Your next card is the... Oh, wow, that's gorgeous. You have the Ten of Pentacles, which is about happy endings, really. Success. And being able to provide for your family and friends and the people that you care about. And your final card is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. But I sense that's about a new... It's the ending of a cycle. I see that the Ace of Pentacles in reverse about something new coming in, and you're not quite there yet, but it's just within reach, basically. So I do see a beautiful time ahead for you, Pile P, where you've actually done the hard work and you've overcome the challenges and the grief. Whatever it was that you went through was really troubling and trying, and I do sense a lot of pain, but you've worked through it, and now you're able to draw upon the lessons that you've learned, and I sense that you'll be able to guide others, and to be really able to support and to assist the people around you, so that you'll start to see that the pain that you've gone through actually, you'll be able to compare your life to that experience. When you're in this place of happiness and you're starting to achieve your goals and can really support the people you care about, you'll be able to see where you've been, what you've been through, and just know that those things served you in terms of being able to compare your life from now to then. I think this is a beautiful reading. Group P, I see a beautiful future for you. I'd love to know what you've been through, so please leave some comments if you could about the heartache and pain that you've experienced, and let me know if it resonated. But that's the end of the reading. Stay safe all, and I'll see you in your next video. Thanks, bye.